Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Citizen A. We're reviewing the week with blogger Cameron Slater and editor of Scoop, Selwyn Manning. Issue 3 this week, Stephen Joyce has shot down Len Brown's inner city rail loop. Why does the Minister of Transport hate rail and, by extension, Auckland? To both of you, on his blog, Auckland Council Transport Chairman Mike Lee called Stephen Joyce something of an enigma, and that his roads first and pro-urban sprawl views were fairly basic small-town redneck stuff. Is Mike Lee right about the Minister of Transport?
I think Mike Lee needs to just start to think pragmatically here. There's an expectation of the Auckland public for this to actually be delivered.
Yes.
You don't actually...
Who's going to pay for it?
If you want money from central government, you don't actually slag off and abuse the hand that is expected to put some across. You work politically. We are not in an Auckland fragmented political environment anymore. The public's expectation is that this new council delivers. We don't need that kind of segregating point.
Is Mike Lee right?
No, Mike Lee is a tosser.
He's a great man.
The point is about this stupid idea of the CBD rail.
Great idea.
Is based on the idea that our entire business and everything and everyone always wants to go to the CBD, and it's bollocks.
It's a great
right?
place,
We
great
don't.
place to go.
We've got people how is the CBD rail loop going to be?
But before you get into that, I think the interesting thing is that
or in
it detected the first indication that central government is recognising the new political power in Auckland, and that Joyce did not categorically rule it out.
Right.
He was putting it back to Auckland, saying, how are you going to develop the amount that you need to contribute to this plan?
And they're not. They can't.
And that's what Auckland needs to work on. It's got to work on that. I'm not a fan of Joyce's methods on how he gets there, but I think he's also caught in the trap where the Transport Ministry has been lobbied long and hard by the likes of your old mates Friedlander and his cabal on heavy transport truck issues, and trains and rail have not been mentioned for decades.
If you get trucks out of the way of cars, you'll have a whole lot better flow
to both of you, who wins, who loses with Stephen Joyce's hatred of public transport? Who wins, who loses?
Well, we win because we don't have to spend $2 billion on a stupid train set.
We really lose, don't we?
It needs to happen, otherwise we're losers on this one.
No, if rail's the answer, it's a stupid question.
And it's a loss on two fronts. National will lose because it's not meeting the expectations of what it said it would deliver in the 2008 election, and Auckland will lose because its transport is not being selected.
Because we have to walk 500 metres to catch a bloody train.
That's right. Let's wrap the show with last words. Selwyn, your last word this week is?
Well, once again, I just think it's absolutely amazing, and thank you to the Prime Minister John Key for indicating that our diplomatic wing, like other nations around the world, are intelligence officers and send information back to the mothership. That's fantastic. We've been saying it for years. Now we've actually got the admission.
Cam, your final word this week?
My final word is a message to Rich Henry. Don't steal my content. Don't steal other people's content, and pay for it when you say you're going to pay for it.
He's going to really hate tangling with you, isn't he? Thank you, Selwyn. Thank you, Cam. Ladies and gentlemen, to my final word. NZ Girl this week launched a Get Your Tits Out for the Girls campaign, asking women to upload pictures of their breasts to NZ Girl, promising $1,000 to breast cancer research if 50 women posted. I'm not sure exploitation is what cancer funding needs. Yes, we've all seen naked calendars to raise funds for this charity or that charity, and they were mostly harmless. But asking punters on what was predominantly a website aimed at teenage girls to post up pictures of their breast for a good cause seems a stretch. Soft porn isn't philanthropy. Now, what a consenting woman wishes to do with her breasts isn't my business, isn't any business of mine to complain about, but cancer research seems to require more substance than bare exploitation for online peeping and the editing of women down to merely sexualised objects for a good cause to justify increased online traffic seems as tenuous as making Paul Henry your life coach. Cancer research doesn't need sex to sell it. It needs people donating to research while promoting mammogram checkups. I can't wait to see what NZ Girl plans to do for cervical cancer. On next week's Citizen A, radio broadcasters Efeso Collins and Stephen Oates join me to review the week's events. If you like tonight's show, please check out our Citizen A Facebook site and connect with other like-minded news citizens. Thanks for watching Aotearoa. Good night.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.